Neuroscience is the reason why your manifestations are or are not working. And I'm going to explain it to you like you're a fifth grader. This video is breaking down exactly what neuroscience actually is in the simplest way I can possibly can, and why it matters if you're trying to build a life that you actually want to live and not just talk about. So by the time you finish this video, you know exactly what neuroscience is in plain English. You're going to understand why I built my entire life around this. Healing my nervous system, unlearning people pleasing, and walking away from 10 years of a religion I no longer live in. Hi, my name is Shanique and welcome to Her Internal Success. This channel exists because I believe your external success can only grow as far as your internal identity allows it. Every week we explore identity, neuroscience, self-concept, and embodiment, not so that you can become someone else, but so you can finally understand the woman that you are truly becoming. I'm not a neuroscience, I'm not a guru, I'm someone who used this to rebuild her life from nothing. And I'm not interested in making it complicated because it wasn't complicated when it saved me and helped me renew and rebuild my life to becoming her. What neuroscience actually is, the fifth grader version. Neuroscience is simply the study of your brain and your nervous system, how it works, how it learns, how it builds habits and beliefs. So here's what I need you to understand. Every time you think a thought or do an action, your brain is going to build little pathways for it. Do it again, those pathways get a little stronger. Do it 1,000 times and your brain's going to default it automatically without you even having to choose it. That's why a habit sticks even when you hate it. That's why fear could be completely irrational, but your body still feels true within it. That's not a sign of weakness, procrastination, lack of discipline. It's just wiring. And once you understand that, you start to completely look at your life in a different light. So if your brain is running on repeated patterns, then this is where it gets interesting. Your brain can't tell the difference between something actually happening to you or what you repeat within your head over and over again. Your brain can't tell the difference between what's real and what's imagined. Repetition is repetition. Your brain is not going to check if this is reality. Your brain is going to believe what it repeats. That's why self-concept and how you see yourself isn't something that's soft and is very important to get a hold of. It's literally a record of what your brain defaults to over and over again, whether it's true or not. And I lived this. One of the things that I was always repeated to me was that I was too sensitive. The whole time it was me being able to catch the play before everyone else. I was able to see the patterns of other people and call it out way before other people did. And because of that, I was called sensitive, you're reading too much, you're a little too much. And I started to believe it, regardless if it was the truth or not. It was repeated over and over again that my brain just automatically defaulted to this must be true. Once I stopped repeating someone else's story about me, I started repeating my own. So if repetition is what wires the brain, then the question is, what decides to be repeated in the first place? And that's where this formula comes in. There's a formula that I use for manifestation, and it's not vibe, it's not fluff, it's not overly spiritualized. I would say it's very practical and straightforward. And it's intent plus attention times embodiment. By the end of this video, you'll see how neuroscience backs up that entire formula. Let's break this all the way down. Intent is the decision. It's the thought that starts the pathway, not a wish, a choice. I'm going to be this person is the intent. I'm going to feel this way is the intent. I will do this is the intent. I am this is the intent. Intention is what you keep coming back to. Your brain has a filtering system that prioritizes anything you put your focus on. That's what gets wired stronger and stronger, and that's what keeps showing up in your field of vision. The last portion of this formula is my favorite, embodiment. And embodiment is feeling it within your body now before you see any proof. Not waiting to feel it until it arrives, but feeling it on purpose. So your nervous system starts treating it as familiar and not foreign. This isn't a theory to me. Walking away from people pleasing wasn't just me believing harder that I deserve better. It was me making the choice. That is the intent. Then focusing on what that actually looks like for me, peace, respect, self-love, and focusing on that was where my attention lied. And living like that person before anyone gave me the confirmation or validation that I was doing anything correct, that was embodiment. And here's what ties it all back together. I don't wait to have my dream life to start living like her. Every single day I choose to embody the person I'm working towards, regardless if the evidence show up yet. is the day my brain and my nervous system is laying down the evidence and foundation to inevitably becoming that. That's it. That's the whole thing. Manifestation isn't mystical as it is practical. Neuroscience, the repeated patterns within your mind, the intent, intention, and embodiment to becoming her. To me, it's not begging the universe or pleading with God. It's a daily, repeatable decision, supported by actual brain science, to keep choosing who you're becoming before anyone, even yourself, has proof. And let me be clear. This isn't permission to ignore your actual life. Bills still need to get paid. Real decisions need to be made. This is about the thoughts and patterns you're reinforcing while you're handling all of that. Let me see if you're paying attention, because by now you should already see that you don't need your dream life in the physical to already be living it. Every day you choose to embody the person you're becoming is a day your brain is building the wiring to make it inevitable. Before you watch this video, you probably thought that manifestation was something that you probably had a gift for or you didn't. Now you know it's neuroscience, a pattern you build on purpose starting today. So you're also going to want to understand how your self-concept plays a huge role in truly manifesting everything you want to bring into your life. That's why I suggested this exact video on screen for you to watch next. Thank you so much for watching the end of this video. I'll see you in my next one. I'm sending you so much love, so much strength.